Yes, yes, students. To module 6 of phase 2. In this, part, we are going to discuss on payment systems in internet trading. Here in this, how we people find any cash or check payments will be an integral part of mercantile process. The same way, in electronic commerce, we find electronic payment system, which is an integral part of it. So, what do you mean by integral? What do you mean by electronic payments? Refers to financial transactions should be doing without any proper use of any paper documents such as checks we have, or sometimes we also use cash while making transaction, but these are absent into when it comes to electronic payments. So there are different type of methods of electronic payment. We have payment cards, use of smart cards like credit cards and debit cards. Also, we have electronic digital cash, like called as currency notes. We have electronic checks, what we call it as e-checks. Also, we use net checks also. Okay, when it comes to payments by cards, we use smart cards. The first, what I said, these smart cards are used by the buyer, which will be having some magnetic tape type of technology on that. While swapping into the machine, it will be reading all the information about the customers, okay, and specific information about one electronic money which is into that. Also, it can nowadays we find some integrated circuits or chips into that particular card, which holds the same information what I told you before. Now, they use these type of smart cards in purchasing goods, storing the information about the customers and his behavioral towards the purchase, over the access of the accounts. There are different types of smart cards. Basically, we have like a relationship based smart card. This has some chip based type of card, where this card will be used or having some name on that. Personal shopping preference will be into the chip, and actual purchase record what happened will be all stored into that particular chip. And where the marketing people can use this information in developing very individualized based, or different type of customers will be having different type of behavior towards different type of transactions. So that will be helping them to construct some marketing strategies for group of customers. So also we are using like merchants can also use this information by tracking accurately about customers behavior. They can develop some promotional programs which will be using in developing shoppers loyalty. Also these type of cards readers in the form of some smartphones, we are using it nowadays, which are very prominent by using those cards making the transactions. Second, we have like electronic purses, which is used by any customer in a very convenient way. See these, although these relationship cards are base cards are highly flexible, okay, and they are like a credit based, and settlements occur immediately once the billing cycle happens. So still there remains some need for some instructions on instruments on financial to replace the replacement of the cash. See, this particular need can be met by using this electronic purposes, which are like wallet size cards, can easily can be kept into the wallet. Cards which embedded with some programmable microchips, as I said, those chips include some amount of money into it. Instead of keeping cash, customers can keep these cards as a purse. Okay, and the purse can be loaded with the money at an ATM. Okay, or sometimes we use some smartphones which are not so much expensive and very common in the use nowadays, which will be helping you to recharge your cards. There are certain advantages of smart cards. One, the smart card is very secure with some encryption and authentication technology which is used into it because of the chip which is included. Safe to transport, no anxiety that people anybody get because of keeping any money, and there is a possibility of getting money and also robbed, or sometimes they can somebody else can steal the money. something they are free from such things. And these cards give more secure and safe of transportation of money in the form of electronic. So we have double as an ID card, where these smart cards, they can provide complete information or identification about certain customers in certain industries by use of it, if that sector is available with those people. Then preventing frauds, if you go like migration fraud, especially when you from one place to other place, where these cards will be helping you people, okay, and keeping your money very safe. There are certain disadvantages of smart cards. One is like very lightweight, very smaller. If a person is very irresponsible towards the card, he can lose it. Okay, and when it comes to the security, they are more secure than swap cards, no doubt. But however, what happens is like they are not as secure as someone in general public would believe, because the mindset of the customer, or sometimes you are using it to public, so you should be very careful about your transactions using this smart cards. Now slow adoption, because this requires a lot of technology and certain hardware devices which are necessary for any store person or any buyer to keep, to make this card use at its store. So because of that, very difficult for any small traders to invest into such cards and hold it by paying some fees to the banks. So next we have something like credit cards. These are type of cards which are in the form of plastic, which bear some account information, account number on that particular card, about the card holder, with some limit to the credit for purchasing goods and services. This can be obtained by different banks, which they give with sufficient limit on the basis of the repayment capability of the card holder. So once he swaps it and buys or purchase certain product, after certain time, what is given to him, he has to repay the amount full, or sometimes on the basis of installment also. Okay, the online merchants, they never see actually who is using that card. Okay, there will be no impression taken. Okay, no signature is also available on the card, so it is very difficult. They have to keep it very safe. And also the transactions and the major reasons that charges can be in, there is no presence of sometimes no presence of customer is required for using this card. Anybody can use it, and because of this dispute happens that they have not used it. So this negligence cannot be shown when it comes to credit cards. So we have some advantages. The advantage to the card holder is that it's very small and attractive, a plastic card which can be easily carried into their pockets, and which can substitute the currency notes. Okay, and to the issuer, this is something enabling or helping the issuer to give full service to its customer. To member establishment, it is something like a very distinct advantage to the members of establishment, where retailers and other who provide such services and the product under which the credit card systems are used. So disadvantages of credit cards: one, it is a waste of money if it is not utilized, and whatever handling charges has to be paid, no doubt. And thoughtless buying, they become very impulsive type of people, where they have credit card with them, so anyway they don't have any money into their account, but still the credit will be given by the bank on the by use of its credit cards by a customer. So purchasing habit becomes very dangerous. At last, they fall into a financial problems, where this credit may drag the users into financial problem, including some overdraft, where they may not be able to repay the amount to them. So we have one more type of card here, third one, like called like debit card, which is widely used by many people. Not so much advantageous than credit card, but still, to keep somebody from out of debt, I think these are the best cards. These cards, like these are like prepaid cards, okay, with some stored value into it. If you have sufficient amount into your account, that will be showing into the debit card. Okay, every time whenever the card is used by a person, okay, where the Indian banking houses get money transferred to its account from the bank to the buyers directly. An individual who will be opening an account, he will be issued with this card and some PIN number will be given, which we call it as personal identification number. When he is making a purchase, he has to use this PIN to make it more secure transaction. There are different types of cards like online debit card and offline debit card. When it comes to online debit card, the use of the same underlying technology which will be used at ATM, okay, for getting the cash out of it, like getting cash dispense, and authentication may be consistent of the user of such of a numeric pin known only for the card holder, which is very secured one. When it comes to offline debit, they carry the logo type or of and can be used in some manner nearly identical to or major credit cards. So here debit card can be used, okay, in this manner similar to the secured credit card, which is very secure. There are certain advantages of credit cards. No issue of credibility where if the customer don't have that worth of repaying an amount, okay, anyway, like the credit card, the overdraft will not be there. How much the transaction limit will be specified to the customers, within that he has to purchase, okay, and the banks will see what is the credit worthy of that particular customer. So this makes something to spend wisely by using these cards. So no racking of debts, as I told you people, whatever funds available in the account, only that can be drawn or used for making online transaction of purchases. So extra amount will not be there. Because of this, there will be no burden of getting charged an interest or something like late fee, which we people find in credit card for paying the credit taken by using the card. Like next, avoiding of writing checks where no need to carry the check or no need to pay the cash, okay. This is something like this will be avoiding all this, and directly use of electronic mode you can pay the cash. Then less identification, like credit cards even nowadays they are also accepted by merchant. They won't see much if you have the pin with you and if somebody else card is swapped, okay, and the pin is known by those people, they can easily use the card. Next we have ATM transactions, like unlike your credit cards, okay, with certain charges is has been imposed on debit cards for handling it by the bank. So cash advance cannot be taken, but still what happens is like debit card may be used for obtaining cash from the ATM or pin based transaction at no extra charges, okay, other than a foreign ATM fee once you go abroad and use the same card. There are certain disadvantages of debit cards. One, over limit. If you swap or use the card the number of times which is specified by the bank, so extra amount will be deducted or extra charges will be imposed on the person who is using debit card because of overdraft, I mean overuse of the debit card. So rejected transaction, sometimes what happens, merchant can also reject your transactions, or sometimes mistakenly believe that accounts who is owned by some owned can be taken from a customer account after debit card has been presented. It is not like once you present a debit card, sometimes over money can also be drawn by a merchant. So possibility of a pin that like that you may lose, or sometimes you may not be keeping your pin secured if it is known by somebody else, okay, and that can be easily used by other person, and you will be in the fraud, and money can be drawn by using your card. Interest of the bank, as I told you, the bankers money is being spent, and therefore the bank has vested interest in claiming money where there is a fraud or dispute, and if any fraud happens or dispute happens while using the card, usually the bank will not take care of the same if it is not under the policies of the bank. So it's a duty of any customers to keep that cards very secure one. Altogether, now payment the advantage by using the cards, like they are very convenient in using or shopping. You can control or track I mean, control or track or manage your expenses by getting some information about the recent transaction what you people have done. They are very flexible enough nowadays, where everybody is using it, including trader and the buyers. Wherever they go, the 90 or 99% they get these type of facilities of using the card. When it comes to the securities, these are very secured one. Okay, debit, if a credit card or debit card is stolen or loosened, it can be replaced easily or quickly, where using certain device you can block it before some fraud draws money from it. We have even disadvantages also when we are using cards in total. One is fees galore, where customers has a card, and fees are likely to be part of the their life as well. Whatever the card they are using, along with that handling those cards will be having some fees. Okay, and that fees will be deducted from the account from the bank. Bankers do it to manage your card and transactions. Then instant money means instant risk it is. Sometimes what happens is, like you got to hold of your own credit card, where they would be very able to take money directly from the bank account. So you should keep it more secure. Then we have inactivity. If say for example, if customer leaves funds on their card and he is not using it, slowly some amount will be deducted from that particular amount which is there in the card for not using it regularly. So merchant block, black blocks, sorry, the merchant blocks, where depend on where customer is using their card, no doubt, but what happens is that they are buying, the merchants can put a hold on the money if they get some doubt. So next we have, like cryptography, where we say it as secret writing, and this discipline dedicated to addressing secure data protection and transmission issue by using the cards. Now we have even digital signature. It is something like a mathematical scheme of demonstrating a message using a digital. Okay, and uh, we have cyber law. It is a term that encrypts the uh, legal issues related to use of communicative, transactional, and sometimes distributive aspects of network information, devices, and technology. So here is an important one. After this advantage disadvantage, that we call it as digital signature. Okay, now this is like signature which is electronically secured one, and is used as an authentic identification that who is a who is sending a message by use of this signature, and it will be something considered as good as you are signing on the paper document. And also it will be ensuring that the content of the original, and I mean the message, content of the original message has not been altered. Whatever as it is, it's been sent, it is true. This is used to, especially when it comes to like provident fund returns or IT returns. So we have some advantages of digital signature here. One, maybe improper prevention. By using such type of signature, they are usually eliminating the possibility that of committing fraud by a imposter signature of the document. Sometimes some messages integrity, like message where having a digital signature, users are in fact showing that very simply providing the document to be a valid one. So this gives a validity to a document which has been sent by using digital signature. Then legal requirements, where this will be satisfying, like the digital signature will satisfying some type of legal requirement which is imposed for making that document very valid to the people to whom it has been sent. So we have certain disadvantages of digital signature. Here, the association of digital signature and the trusted time stamping. When the signature was done and what is the document, whether that is valid for that particular gap has to be taken care. Okay, and then we have next no repudiation in a this type of context. This refers to that any act, of disclaiming responsibility for a message. Because of that, above what I said, association of digital signature and trusted time stamping, there's a possibility that the person who has sent it, he may just take step back by claiming that he has not sent it and the time has already over. So we have something like next biometric, which will be dealt in your next part. So this will be something like till here. This completes your part 2 of module 6 of sales management. So we have one more part, part 3 of the same module. Please go through. Thank you.